Life moves fast. No, scratch that, we move fast. We rush through the morning to get to the afternoon. We rush through the week to get to the weekend. And we rush through our youth just to try and buy it back later. But what are we actually running toward? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Learn English Easily with Alaya.
Welcome back to our channel Learn English Easily with Ayla. I'm Alex.
And I'm Lena. Today, we're diving into a topic that hits a little too close to home for anyone living in 2026. Why are we so obsessed with being busy?
Right? It's like if you ask someone, how have you been? And they don't answer so busy. You assume something is wrong with them. We wear burnout like a badge of honor.
Exactly. But today, we're challenging that. We're talking about life, the pressure to constantly achieve, and why learning the art of doing absolutely nothing might just save your sanity. If you're listening to this while multitasking, do us a favor. Just take a deep breath. Let's get into it.
So, Luna, let me ask you, when was the last time you sat on a couch without your phone, without the TV on, and just existed?
Probably 2018. Honestly, even when I'm relaxing, my brain is scrolling through a checklist. If I'm watching a movie, I feel like I should be learning something, or at least folding laundry.
And that's the trap. We've monetized and optimized every second of our lives. We have apps to track our sleep, apps to track our productivity, even apps to remind us to drink water. We've turned life into a video game where we're constantly trying to level up.
But what happens when you reach the next level and realize the game doesn't end? I read this fascinating study recently. It showed that when people are left alone in a room with their thoughts for just 10 minutes, a huge percentage would actually choose to give themselves mild electric shocks rather than just sit there doing nothing.
No way. Seriously?
Seriously. We are literally terrified of our own minds when the noise stops. Because when life gets quiet, that's when the big questions creep in. Am I happy? And am I doing the right things? Who am I outside of my job?
That is wild, but it makes total sense. We use busyness as a shield. If I'm always moving, I don't have to face the existential dread. But hey, race the flip side. Life isn't a race to be finished. It's a canvas to be experienced.
That sounds great on a postcard, Sam. But how do you actually apply that when you have rent to pay, a career to build, and expectations to meet?
It's about changing the definition of a successful day. We usually measure success by what we produced. What if we measured it by what we noticed? Did you notice how good the coffee tasted this morning? Did you actually look at the sunset? Or just take a picture of it for your story? Life is happening in the microscopic gaps between our scheduled tasks.
I like that. It reminds me of the Italian concept, il dolce far niente, the sweetness of doing nothing. It's not about being lazy. It's about purposeful rest. It's allowing your brain to go into default mode, which, ironically, is where all your best creativity and problem-solving actually happens.
So let's give the listeners something actionable. How do we break the cycle without throwing our phones into the ocean and moving to a cabin in the woods?
Step 1. The 5-minute tech-free window. When you wake up tomorrow, do not touch your phone for the first 5 minutes. Look out the window, stretch, pet your dog. Let your brain boot up naturally instead of being flooded with other people's lives immediately.
Love that. Step 2, schedule nothing time. Put it in your calendar. Literally block out 20 minutes on Saturday called Do Nothing. If someone asks you to do something, you say, sorry, I have a prior commitment. That commitment is to yourself.
And step 3, normalize the pivot. Life doesn't care about your 5-year plan. If 2026 has taught us anything, it's that things change fast. Give yourself permission to change your mind about what you want out of life.
Beautifully said, Sam and Luna. Life is short, but it's also the longest thing you'll ever do. Don't rush through it just to get to the end. That's our 10 minutes for today. If this episode made you pause even for a second, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us grow and it ensures you don't miss our next chat. Drop a comment below and tell us. What is one thing you're going to stop doing this week to make room for nothing? Until next time, put the phone down after this video ends and just breathe. Bye, everyone.